Hello, everybody. Welcome to Devotion to Promotion, where we are managing Nuneaton Borough in League Two, our fourth season with the team. We are approaching the one-quarter mark of the season. And the best way to describe the past month is that it's been kind of anxiety-filled. We'll take a look at our less-than-ideal results, take a look at some of the standings, fill out a couple of little backstory issues, and then we're going to jump into our match against 17th place Walsall. So it's been a rough month. Let's take a look right at the bad news. Here are our results. When we last left, we drew. We had lost 3-1 to Cambridge Town, had a good match against Luton Town. Then we drew 1-1 against Plymouth. We followed that with 2 0-0 draws. Now, Carlisle was down in the table. Shez Isaac got a red card in the 53rd minute, and we hung on for a 0-0 draw. So, considering the red card, I was like, okay, that's okay. Burton Albion was, I think, first or second in the standings when we played them. We played them on the road. Another 0-0 draw. So now we're not scoring goals, but we're not giving up goals. We're not picking up points. But considering some of the circumstances, I was kind of okay with it. But then bang, 2-1 loss to Oldham, where we were down late 2-0. We picked up a goal. Barrow was a team that got promoted with us last year. They sit, I think, they were in 23rd place or 22nd place when we beat them, when we played them. Here, if we look at the shots here, 21 shots to 10, 12 shots on target, and we just could not score. So another one of those matches where you feel like the numbers were in our favor, but we just couldn't get it done. So at this point, we had not won in 6 league matches, going all the way back to Wickham here in the 2-0 win at the end of August. So we went the whole month of September without a win in the league, only picking up 3 points in 6 matches. That dropped us down to 15th place. Some of the press reports coming at us are kind of bad news, and they were reminding us about our defeat to Altrincham in the FA Trophy Cup last year, of all things, and so just it started to turn sour. But better news. We bounced back against Northampton, who at the time sat in 2nd place. We dropped them down to 3rd place. A 5-3 win at home over them to kind of reset our fortunes. Then in the EFL Trophy South Group A, which again, as far as I can tell, nobody really comes to this. It looks like we're playing in front of an empty stadium. We beat Ebbsfleet United 2-0, a rather convincing win. They do sit far down in the standings here, 21st place. But still, so we've bounced back a little bit. That's good. We did get Pat O'Brien back, our goalkeeper. That's kind of another story here, but that's helped a little bit too. So I feel like our form has somewhat righted itself here in the past couple matches. If we take a look at the standings, where this has left us, we currently sit in 12th place. So we've been as high as 5th, then we dropped all the way back down to 15th. We are now in 12th place with 16 points, 8 points above relegation AFC Wimbledon, who has only got 8 points after 12 matches, and only 3 points out of a playoff spot, although a whole pack of teams in between us and that spot. So it'd be a little bit of a climb to close that gap between the playoffs here. And I don't feel like we're playing well enough. We look really good in some matches, and then we just don't look very good at all. Our biggest problem is our wings. If we look at some of our performances, so like Jaden Major, who was really good last year, has got 6.78 this year. He's still playing, I think, at his National League level, and has just really struggled to perform at this level. Likewise, we're trying to get Andrew Robinson to play out on this left wing, but he's not a natural out there as an inverted winger, and he also here is operating at he's dropped down actually a National League level, so he's really struggling out there. Has not played very well. On the right side, Jaden Bennett, who was great last year, again, he's operating at a National League level, has really struggled out on the right side. Been a little bit better of late, but just really kind of struggling. And likewise, the other player I want to have out there is Jordan Harrison, the Australian. He is now hurt. He just finally had a good game out there and then got hurt, but he has also struggled out on that right side. So the wings are kind of the focal points of any attack to a certain degree, and certainly when they're just not performing well, we're just not scoring goals and we're really struggling. Likewise, our outside backs. So I feel like our spine is pretty good, but our outside backs are really struggling as well. So I just don't think we're that good of a team yet. We need to kind of hang on there this year, maybe solidify, get some better players on the outsides, and then try to move up the standings next year. So that's what I'm thinking our goal is here. We've also been plagued by injuries. We finally got Pat O'Brien, our goalkeeper, back, and now he's away on international duty. But one of the issues, then Luke Hutchinson, our backup goalkeeper, got hurt again. And one of the issues that's going on, if we look at our schedule, and maybe somebody knows about this, have you had this happen? So this is our senior club schedule. And then here is our U23 schedule. And they haven't had a match since September 24th, October 14th. And so that's 3 weeks with no matches, which makes it really hard to keep kind of those second tier level players in match sharpness. And it says responsibilities down here that the backroom staff arrange friendly matches for the first team squad, which doesn't seem to have anything to do with the U23 squad here. So I guess I could arrange friendlies for them, but the game's always done it. Why all of a sudden has it just stopped arranging friendlies? I don't understand what's going on. So maybe if someone knows or someone's seeing the same thing since the patch, maybe you could let me know. And I haven't checked to see whether it's a bug or not. But I'm just kind of wondering about that. Another interesting side point, one of the players we picked up here, I brought him in for his leadership, not Chez Isaac, he's here, is our 30-year-old, let's sort by this way we'll find him, Deji Oshilaja. Deji Oshilaja, I brought him in for his leadership, and unfortunately, one of his traits here, it's, where is it? Here is player traits, argues with officials. And I thought, well, we could train him out of that, but apparently he's too old to train him out of it, and now our other players are picking up the same trait. Our right back here, Harvey Rogers just picked up the trait now, argues with officials. So I'm trying to isolate Oshilaja, even though I kind of thought he would be a really good team leader. It turns out that all he does is teach everybody in the team to argue with officials, which is, that's not why we brought you in there. But some of our newer players are doing pretty well, and we've had some good performances, in particular from, if we sort here by average rating, Nya Kirby, who we expected that for, our loanee player, who is operating good for most EFL 1 leagues, as he has been really strong in the center midfield now for us and playing a 7.21 rating in league. And so he's looked really good. So certainly a name to have note. And as we kind of just bounce back to Chez Isaac, the man, the myth, the legend who kind of led us up here, still kind of hanging around, playing at a 7.16, but has had some pretty mixed results of late. Sometimes just hasn't looked very good. So I think he may have passed his window of opportunity here. He's getting a little bit old. This league is quite a bit higher than he's expected to be able to play at. So kind of cutting down his time just a little bit. We might need to find someone to kind of replace him as we go forward here. But I think that's about it. Not too much other things here. We talked about the fullbacks, wings, arguing with officials, lots of injuries, players coming in and out. Yes, the other one I wanted to mention, Adam Phillips. If you remember from the last episode, we talked about how excited I was for this guy to come in. He came in, he played about 5 minutes in a late substitution and got a sports hernia, and he's been out ever since. So he should be back within a week, but he's been a disappointing injury concern now. And actually, even though he doesn't get this kind of trait here, the negative trait about injuries, I did look at his injury list, and it kind of reads like War and Peace. He's had I don't know why our scouts didn't pick this up, or our medical team didn't pick this up, but oh my gosh, he's had so many injuries in the past few years here. So might not have been the brightest signing in retrospect, although I'm a little bit disappointed that our medical staff didn't alert us to that there in their scouting here. But anyway, hopefully he can, Phillips here can get back in shape and we can get him back into the team, because we could use all the bodies we can get. Let's jump in, however, to today's match. I think we are ready to go. Many of these names will be familiar. We're using Byrne more than we're using Ennaya. Ennaya, you remember, was the league goal scorer, leading goal scorer in the National League, and our player of the season in the National League. Struggling a little bit up here at this level. Byrne's looked better, so he's getting a majority of the minutes. Major and Bennett both have struggled on the outsides. It'll be interesting to see how they can do today. We are going with a 4-3-3, which is a little bit more of our conservative formation. And then at midfield, we will have Isaac on the bench. He just played. He can come in a little bit. Dixon Bonner, who's a newly acquired, and Kirby, who's played very, very well. And then Sona at kind of a central midfielder role. And our new center backs, Oshilaja, who argues with the referees all the time, and Delcroix, got him kind of he's been looking pretty good, trying to get back in shape. Other players, Hilton, our backup goalkeeper, as well. So that's kind of what it looks like. I think we can come right in here. Let me just take a quick look at our subs. Yep, they look pretty good. Let's submit the team and let's get this started. Be nice to get 3 wins in a row. These would be a big 3 points for us. I'd love to get as far away as possible from that relegation zone. And it'd be nice to see if we could nibble at a playoffs appearance anyway, or at least be in that conversation so we don't have to worry about drifting below the bottom half of the table here. Let's do Ask Assistant. And we'll try this. Just press their outsides until they tell us out otherwise. And let's do our team talk here. Tell the team they're expected to pick up. We're the underdogs here, and that suits us to the ground. Let's go out and cause an upset. Yeah, let's do that. Defense, there's a lot more to come for you. The players now seem to be listening to me a little bit better. We've had a pretty good influx of new players, and now I think they're finally starting to listen to me here. So we are away, but we're in our home blue uniforms on the right-hand side, going from right to left. And then Walsall is in their reds, playing, of course, from left to right. This is a rather unfocused centering here. We do look a lot better when Pat O'Brien is our goalkeeper, but Joe Hilton has played fairly well lately, so that's been good to see. Oh, and there's one thing I want to do here. As soon as this is done, actually, I'm going to do it right now. We've had better luck with shorter passes, so I mean to keep putting that in as a staple of our play now. But let's do that. Kirby right down the gut here, sends Byrne in. Byrne stalls, waits, feeds it into Major. Major can't do anything with it. Oh, gosh, that was a sitter. Should have done better. But some good early pressure by us with a bright start. Our set pieces have picked up a little bit too here. We scored, I think, in that 5-3 win, we got 2 goals on set pieces. Let's do demand more here. The whole team. Let's see what the other team's formation is here as well, too, just to kind of... Wow, quiet match. Most of our matches have been quite highlight-ridden. This is pretty even here. 2 shots on target. 2 shots and 1 shot on target for both teams. Wow, not much going on. But we have 65% of the possession. Let's go positive. Always press. We'll do that, sure. Okay, good. So, Kirby in front. Yes! There it is! Kirby with the assist. Bennett's with the goal, and we're up 1-0. Oh, that's nice. Let's praise Kirby and Bennett's. So Kirby centers it. Bennett's is the header. Nice. Slips it right by the keeper. And we've got that first goal. Another highlight to follow it. Clark up to Byrne. Byrne to Sona. Clark can't find the ball. Kirby finds the ball. Short passes seems to be working pretty well for us. Major comes in, feeds Bennett's. Bennett's back to Bonnie. He's offside, isn't he? Casey. That's a pretty easy shot. Casey cannot shoot. He is playing right back today. Sometimes he plays midfielder, but his shooting is less than ideal. I think in 80 appearances, he's got 3 goals for us so far. Let's see if Major can do anything down the left. He has not been effective on the outside. That was nice. Oh, so close. Byrne was offside. Apparently it was not close. Let's take the last 5 minutes here, and let's demand more. I cannot demand more. I used up my demandeds. Byrne goes by him. All right, start. Oh, nice. Almost falls down, but he stays up. Sticks with it. Centers it. Major picks it up. Shot is blocked. Come on, boys. Keep it going. Major cuts inside. Centers it. Kirby picks it up. Bennett's. Feed it out. No. Play it to Kisei. That wasn't much of a highlight, really. Hopefully the throw-in will be a highlight. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Kirby. Dixon Bonner. Back to Kirby. Kirby can shoot, but he doesn't. Kirby gets it again. Dixon Bonner. Kisei. Don't do something interesting. There we go. Bounce it off their shins to us. That's the way. Back to Sona. This feels ominously like we're going to lose the ball. Kisei to Dixon Bonner. We don't look like we have a clue what to do with it. Come on, boys. Get creative. We're going the wrong way. There we go. Now we're past them. Oh, a nice cross. Major picks it up. Go around him. Center it. Center it. Don't shoot. Center it. Yes. Nice. Major to Byrne. We're looking sharp so far. Let's wait for this to be over. Oop, what did I do? Sorry. I screwed up the highlight. My bad. Sorry. It's the second time. I screwed up the goal by Shez Isaac at the end, too. I have played this game before. About 200 and something hours. But you wouldn't know it sometimes by the way I push the buttons. Ooh, backheel pass from Sona. Clark. Another backheel pass. We're getting a little bit frisky. Sona centers it to... Tosses it in, but nobody home. They get a highlight here. Let's not let them score before the half, please. That would be a bummer. Nice. Bennett gets it. Go, go, go. Show me that you belong here. I'm wondering, too, if some of our players that aren't playing very well, they're young and they're not close to their potential ability, even like Sona here. He's got a lot more room, those either stars that he hasn't developed or black stars that we don't know quite what's there. Oh, Bennett's had a chance. And I'm wondering now that we're a professional team, they didn't seem to develop at the lower levels, at the National League and the National League North and South, but I wonder now that we're a professional team if I actually have a better chance of developing them. So over the course of the season, maybe they'll become better. That's kind of what I'm trying to do with this guy, Jordan Harrison, who is hurt right now. Sorry, I should probably let's play here and keep going. Stop blabbering around. But team talk. Don't get complacent. Yes, let's do that. So I am wondering if those players have a better chance to develop now that we are training full-time and they're, playing a lot more than they were when they were just a semi-professional squad. And so, like, can a player who's 21 years old or 20 years old and plays a lot, can he go up from like a 2-star player to a 3-star player over the course of the season? Or is, because it wasn't happening at the lower levels. So that's kind of one of the things I'm curious to see how this happens. I think we'll go Kirby to Sona to Clark. Boy, you can notice the short passing. I am liking this match engine. I for whatever reason, it just feels better. Sona, get in there. Oh, Roberts with the nice save. Roberts L. Come on, Clark. Get out for a bang. Okay, it's okay, Major. Wow, he started out fast and got tired pretty quickly. Looks like he lost the ball on his feet. This is a dangerous pass. I like that the headers aren't going sky high all the time. Headers aren't going sky high all the time. The one-on-ones have been cut down considerably, and they score more. So there's less of them. It just feels more like regular football here. Let's take Bennett's a little bit ease off on his tackles here. Calm down. And with 60 minutes, we could make a substitution here. Anybody not doing well? Harrison Sona 6.8. Wow, we're doing okay here. Deji Oshilaja still kind of settling in. I feel like he should be better than he is, but better than he's playing anyway. We could bring Ogumbo in, but no, it's fine. He's doing okay, huh? I don't see anything I really want to do right away, so let's play another 10 minutes. Then we'll slow the game out. This feels good. Good! A miss! Yes! Very happy with the misses. I mean, like the kicking misses, not my wife. Clark taking it deep. Picks up the burn. Oh, another one just over the bar. So I don't know if the headers are... There's still as many headers and they're missing, but at least they don't pop so high up and look so silly all the time. Kirby, take it. Shot. I want him to shoot. I should give him an individual instruction maybe to shoot, huh? Dixon Bonner. Wow, we're looking... I don't want to say that, but because as soon as I say it, we'll pass it to them and they'll run down and get a counterattack. Sona passes it through to Burn. Promising play. We're all green, motivated and calm. Okay, let's let this highlight play out. Then we'll slow the game down a little bit here. Nice. Get it, Kirby. Go. Pass to Sona. Sona into Major. Major to Burn. Corner for us. Let's pause here and just slow the pace down a little bit. We'll time waste a touch. I feel like we should make a substitution now. We'll have to wait for this to play out. Just because we can replace some tired bodies here. Kirby in front. Oh, right through the hole. Nobody home. I feel like we should substitute someone out here. Sona at center midfielder. So we could bring in Isaac at ball-winning midfielder. Bring Dixon Bonner up here. Bonner up to this side. Take Sona out. He's down to 70%. Jaden Bennett's 70% on the right-hand side, but Harrison is our other. We could bring Byrne to the right-hand side and bring in George as a striker. Let's try that. We'll bring Byrne in for Bennett's. We'll swap them out. And then Aiden George is kind of our target man, new center who got his first goal in the last match we played in that EFL Trophy Cup. By the way, if anybody knows, does nobody care about the EFL Trophy Cup? Because it seems like nobody was there. And it doesn't seem like it's an important at all. Don't give it up, Clark. Good. Sona, good. Head up, head up. Head up, man. Dixon Bonner. Lots of passing. Good. Sends Major in. Center it. Nice. Oh, George. You're not inspiring confidence when you miss them that easily from that close in. Burn. George, off your head. Oh, come on, man. This feels like it could be something good for us. Kise. Nice. Up to Burn. Burn can play pretty well on that right-hand side, too. This is pretty good possession by us here. We have been, even in the matches we have not done very well in, I feel like we should score something here. Let's really not park the bus, but let's just eat up time now. Frequently waste time. We should make one more substitution here. Let's bring Major out. No, he's played well. He's been ripping through them. We should do this now. Let's bring in Shez Isaac for Sona. Flip them. Make Shez Isaac a ball-winning midfielder on support. And then Dixon Bonner can play deep-lying playmaker. Defend. Nah, that's not good. Advanced playmaker. Support. No, we don't want two of those. Let's just do central midfielder support for lack of a more creative idea. Let's try that. Okay. 10 minutes. Let's see this out. They are tireder than we are. 6 minutes. Time chewing down now. Nice. Burn picks it right off his foot on the throw-in. Sends Kirby away. Kirby back to Burn. Burn in front. And, Major. I feel like all our players could be better at headers. We're just not very good at heading. Let's delay a little bit more time here by bringing in somebody else. Let's bring in Bairn on the right-hand side. He can play winger attack a little bit. Is he a right-footed or he is very strong left foot? So let's have him do inverted winger attack. Let's try that. I don't think I've ever put him out there on that side, but let's see what happens. Wow, it's been a very downhill second half here. Oops. Yeah, kind of until that. 4-on-2 here. Wow, we just threaded it right down the middle. Hilton, we haven't seen you for a while. This has been a good match, I think. This has been nice. Bairn. That was good. That might have been the best match I felt like we've played since that kind of really sour spell, since we won 3 in a row earlier in the season. So that was nice. Tell the boys they did well and their efforts were excellent. That was really special, lad. Nobody gave us a chance, but you played magnificently. Congratulations. Yeah. And let's say some kind words to all the green people. Eddie Clark, Delcroix, Kise, Kirby again looking good. Dixon Bonner at the nice match. Jaden Major, finally a nice performance from our wings. Bairn, and even Bennett's on the other wing. That's the best match I think our wings have played in a while. That was good. You impressed me out there. End team talk. Continue on. And let's see what the standings look like now. Nice. Up to 9th place. 19 points, 10 points above the relegation zone. It's nice that only 2 teams get relegated in this league, by the way. That's somewhat reassuring that we don't have to be all that good to avoid relegation. 2 points away from the playoff dance so far. I mean, still very early. What's 13 matches? A little bit over a quarter of the season. And let's see what it says. Quality of possession provides victory. Clark on form. 8.2. Your defensive work was top-notch. Excellent. Well, there you have it. All in all, pretty happy with that. I feel like I was kind of thinking, what are we going to be able to do? What am I going to talk about here? That's kind of because we had just a horrible, looking at it here, this is, that cup play, but no wins, only 3 points in 6 matches in the whole month of September. Just a god-awful September. But it looks like October, at least so far, has been the exact opposite. Picking up 2 wins here in league play and then this EFL Trophy South Group A thing that nobody cares about, picking up there. So fingers crossed. It'd be nice to keep up this form for a little while so we can put some distance between us and relegation. And I'm hoping this is kind of a solidifying season, but we'll keep taking the wins as we can get them. Thank you so much for coming by. If you've enjoyed the episode, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscriptions are always welcome, and the little bell notification will get you advance news when they come out. Things have been busy between work and some travel, so I've been struggling. I think I'm an episode behind now, but hope to catch up on Wednesday by publishing 2 days in a row, and then we should be right back on track. So thanks again, everybody, coming by. Hope your day has gone well, and we will see you again.